Hey everyone, thanks again for joining the Ret-Con-Artists. Last week's episode, the group found out that maybe they might have to use their noggins a little bit, instead of just smashing their way through things. Let's jump right in and see if they can figure out how to get through this puzzle and get to Mason. Thanks again for listening. Enjoy the episode. We're doing the thing now. Hello everyone. Hello.
Look how nice our cameras are now.
Oh, yeah. Tim's upside
Cameras
down.
are a thing.
I could totally just
Okay.
manually flip him right side up if I wanted
Don't
to.
you do it.
But then he would just flip himself right side up, and he'd be
Again.
upside down anyway.
That's true.
Little do people know that over the last week, or I guess since the weekend, poor Tim has been turned into a vampire.
Yes. And now
True.
lives his life upside down. As we all know vampires to do.
Yeah, only upside down.
This is
So.
how he does it.
He's from the upside down.
Yes.
Welcome everybody back to the Ret-Con-Artists, and thank you again for joining us. I'm Goat the GM. Say hi everyone.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
And of course, by Tim, I really mean Alex, and he's actually being detained in Guantanamo Bay.
They
And
let
he's
you
had
just
a-
here though.
He's upside down.
What
Yeah,
happened
he just
to
got
all
done
the
with his
cameras?
waterboard session.
Right?
are all the
It's
cameras
because they
all
caught
flipped
him doing
around?
something very unethical over the weekend.
Mhm.
It's not illegal to flip off babies, but he did it enough.
Flip off. I was flipping.
He's
Boop.
flipping babies.
Just eating babies all over the place.
So if you guys
Yeah,
wouldn't mind
The
doing...
diaper's empty. This bitch empty.
Anyway, we're already off topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys do a recap of last week's session while I roll these cameras around, because apparently something happened with this system?
I got, Bjorn got a typewriter.
Nice.
Yeah, and we cleaned it.
Yeah.
Did we send it back
Drawing
already?
typewriter.
Yeah, we sent it back.
Okay. But before that,
Whoa.
there was a flood
Mm-hmm.
because of a cave-in.
Yeah, there's,
something?
oh right, Bjorn hit the door so hard and yelled so loud that he caused stalactites to fall, and then had to hurry up and break the door so we wouldn't drown.
Also,
Only the
Banshee
man
fight.
of us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we also fought a banshee. We're like working backwards.
Yeah.
Fought a banshee.
Listen, man, I fucked that thing up. What's, am
Sorry, I'm adjusting cameras right now because
I trying to?
apparently Zoom decided to switch us all around randomly for a second. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
who am I then?
Ooh,
I don't have-
I want. I was.
You're
Dang,
so
I was Josh. I was
Yeah.
Vera for a second. Vera.
I was Tarvok for a moment.
Oh, let's hear your best Turbock
It
voice.
wasn't a great time.
Oh, he's pretty good.
I do my best.
Now, how can I do Arthur then?
I think it was.
He's kind of like wispy.
There
yeah,
we go.
pompous.
I don't think I can do Wispy.
You can try.
Wispy.
Right.
It just comes out
Nailed it.
creepy.
And that's okay.
There you go.
In the trees.
That's better,
tend
Alex.
to stop eating the fruit.
I couldn't
That's
figure
like
out which
28
shoulder
followers.
was the shoulder that I could see more dominantly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you see your
I
camera
looks like
now?
you're just laying down in a bed playing
Ah.
the camera in your ceiling.
Okay, sorry. All right. We are messing around with cameras and just now finally getting rolling. You're a son of a bitch. I
So-
fucked up. I'm messing everything up right okay.
I think we should just go for it.
Stop touching it.
Yes, let's just go for it. All right, last session. I'll do a more in-depth recap. You all successfully defeated and had the help of a banshee to open the doors to this strange, large structure. Upon opening the portcullis of the large structure, you noticed that the doors were barred shut from the other side. Upon smashing open the door, you caused a cave-in and a flood. Arthur smacked his head against the fountain. What else happened? You guys got up. You noticed that there are a bunch of color-coded doors along the room. There's 3 on either
Tarbok's
side.
gonna stand on the fountain to make it go ka-chunk.
And it went
So that
ka-chunk.
way we can figure out where the ka-chunk is.
And there are 3 total fountains in this area. You opened up the first room. It was unlocked, luckily. You just noticed that there was a strange box of junk in there. You decided to go to the next room over. You unlocked it using Tim's amazing lockpicking skills. And you found 2 zombified typewriter and junk creatures, if you will. And a very large plush couch that you thought was comfy, but unfortunately didn't really appeal to you.
Not so much.
Unimportant.
Yeah, it
This
wasn't
couch is
important.
unimportant.
This couch is important.
And then after that, I believe you guys just decided that it might be time to call it. So that's where we
Then
left off.
Tarbok was like, "Oi, this thing does a thing," and then I was like, "Well, go do the thing."
The Kachunky fountain.
That's where we ended it.
And Tarbok is standing on the center fountain. If you guys recall, there are 3 fountains lining the room. And he is standing in the very center one. So that's where we're at.
Well, to start off, I think I'm gonna cast Detect Magic again by ritual, so that'll take me a little bit. So I sit down with Eco and Flu and pat him.
Think about life.
Yeah. I
Cool.
do that for 10 minutes.
Sweet. All right. Anyone else want to do anything right now?
I'm just gonna watch Tarbok get on top of the fountain.
He's up there, and it has ka-chunked when he stood on it.
Oh, I'm looking for what it ka-chunked.
You
So I guess I'm
don't-
gonna
okay,
try
yeah.
doors, and I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna investigate.
So you have 2 doors open on the first 2 on the right of the room as you came in. Remember, this is a very large foyer type room, almost like a hall of sorts. There are 4 other doors, and then a 5th door, after that, at the very end of the room. It seems to be a very, very large archway, ornate door at the very end.
Mm.
So which one are you going for there, Bjorn?
The farthest one away.
So the one at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the very end of the room, and as you get closer, you notice that 40-minute time limit. Cool. All right, Zoom, don't give me another 40-minute time limit.
I just got just on that note, I just got a notification saying that time is unlimited now.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
Yep, so did I.
It said like it removed the 40-minute time limit. That's very weird. All right.
Where's
Right.
our
They are cool.
We are trying new things tonight. That's what the late start was. We're trying a new video software so that we can show higher res versions of our face on here.
Because everybody wants to see this, right?
Yeah. So, yes, sorry, Bjorn, you go to the very end door, and you notice it's actually quite similar to the door above ground that you so repeatedly smashed with your hammer with no success. The one that had the single key that would open it that you guys did not seem to locate. It is very similar in structure and design. It's very thick brass from what you can tell. But there is a major difference to this door. Instead of 1 keyhole, there are 6 keyholes.
Ooh.
And the first keyhole has a purple key inside the keyhole itself, and it is turned, from what you can tell.
I'm taking that key.
Okay. You grip the key, and you go to turn it back to remove it, and it actually doesn't budge.
I can't force it?
No, it seems to be locked in there, and if you force it, it's probably going to break off the key.
Probably.
I could probably break the key. Okay, I'm gonna go to the door that's next to it. Oh wait, first, it doesn't open, does it?
No.
We try and open it.
It does not.
I pushed and pulled, just in case.
It does not.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next door.
Okay, to your right or your left?
I was already at the end,
Yeah,
so if I'm at the end, then I want to go to the next door that's next to it.
Well, you can go either way because the door that you're at is currently in the very center of the room, and you have 3 doors on either side lining up to it. So there's a total of 7 doors, including the big end one. I may have described that improperly before. I apologize.
I don't like what this is implying. I'm gonna go in a door, and I'm gonna get ready for combat. I'm gonna choose the one on my left.
On your left? Okay, so you go over to the door on your left that has a blue triangle above the doorway. It is locked.
Is there any way I can see inside?
No. You look through the keyhole and it's quite dark and blocked off, basically. Yeah, no, you can't see through the keyhole at all, actually. It's very secure.
What about through the archway?
Through the archway? No, can't see through those keyholes either.
Okay, I'm just gonna try a door. I'm gonna try all the doors, ready to smash something.
Okay. So if you recall, when you come in the front doors of this large foyer, it went purple, yellow, green, and then on the left it went pink, red, blue.
I'm gonna try the blue one.
All right, that's the one you just tried.
Oh, dang it. Hold on, I need to write these down. I'm gonna forget.
All right,
okay.
So on the right
That's
side
what
of
I
the
did.
room,
Blue. Okay,
on the
I'm
right side of the
try.
room coming in from where you guys had the flood, it goes on your right, purple, yellow, green.
Purple, yellow, green. Okay.
And then in the very center, it's the big archway door.
The fuck off door.
Mm-hmm. And then on the left side of the room, from the front towards the archway door, it goes pink, red, blue. And you are at the blue one.
Okay, I'm just gonna try the red one, and then the pink one, and then I'll try the purple one, and then the yellow one, and the green one.
All right.
Until one of them opens.
So the purple one is the one that was already open when you guys showed up. That had that box of junk in the corner. The yellow one is the one that Tim opened with his lockpick tools.
So we don't need that one, and we don't need that one.
The remaining
the yellow
4 are locked.
I'm going to hit them.
Just gonna go hit all the doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a door. I'm just gonna hit. I don't. Wait. Can I? Are we sure the couch is unimportant? I kind of want to destroy the couch.
You're the one that declared that.
I'm gonna go back to the couch. I'm gonna destroy the couch.
Okay. Anyone else?
So while Bjorn looks frustrated, which is, fairly rare, and starts storming towards the couch, I'm in the center of the room just watching everything, taking it all in.
Yeah, you're standing on the middle fountain.
So, Bjorn.
Yes?
What? None of the doors are open, huh?
Just the 2 that we got open.
Okay, so what was the...
Huh?
What was the what?
What was the deal?
They're locked. But there's a key in the big door.
Okay, and you can't... It's it's in the one keyhole then?
Yeah, there's 6 keyholes.
Oh, okay. So anything else you can tell us about these keyholes then?
There's a purple key. So I'm just going to assume that there's going to be a yellow, green, pink, red, and blue key.
That's
and
a good assumption.
I'm going to try and destroy the couch to see if it's holding the yellow key.
Okay. Well, I mean, there might be more to this than you're leading on. I mean, clearly, and I'm just going to hop up off, or Targot's just going to hop up off, so the top of the fountain goes back. And then I'm going to sit back on it. And dunk. So, I mean, maybe we should have somebody else sit on another fountain and the other one, and we'll see what happens.
Oh. Okay.
So before you go destroying any furniture, just maybe...
Okay.
Who's good for this? I guess you got to have a bit of weight on you. So Bjorn, sorry, I mean you're 6 feet tall. I mean you got some muscle mass.
I'm gonna take the one that's because Tarbok's in the middle, right? The
Yeah.
middle fountain.
Yep,
I'll be
sure.
on his left.
And then I mean Tim's a bit of a wisp, and Vera's well. Look at her, she's dainty. So Arthur, if you wouldn't mind getting up on the other one.
Oh, I suppose. And Arthur will meander over to the right fountain.
Do you still have a concussion?
Yeah, as he's walking, he's like this. He's like rubbing his forehead.
Tim, what are you still invisible right now, by the way, I think? We haven't gone a full hour. So
As far as I know, I'm still invisible.
Okay. So just so you guys know, the fountains go down the room. They're not like abreast of the room. They actually go center down the room towards the big brass doors. So Tarbok, you're basically in between the red and yellow doors. There's a fountain between blue and green, and there's a fountain between pink and purple. All right, so I'm gonna assume Bjorn, you're gonna hop up on the fountain nearest the big brass door, and then Arthur, you'll take the front of the room one. When you all hop up onto each of your respective fountains, again you hear a ka-chunk, ka-chunk, and nothing else seems to really happen.
Wait! I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna try the doors again.
Okay, you get down from your fountain and you hear a ka-chunk as you leave the top of your fountain.
Okay, but I'm gonna try all the doors again. Now that someone else is on a fountain and see if the doors unlock. 2 doors unlock.
Okay, you're gonna try we'll call them the secondary doors. Is that what you're gonna be trying?
Sure. I'm just gonna try doors.
I'm
I'm gonna try the doors that aren't open to see if the fountains are connected to the doors.
None of the doors that were previously locked have unlocked. Including the big brass door. The big brass door is not moving still.
I'm gonna get back on my fountain and I'm gonna tell Tim.
Okay.
He's not on a fountain. And
He's
Tim to check all the doors.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where he's at, so I'm just gonna be like, Tim, can you try the doors?
Tim's kind of just casually standing right near Bjorn.
Then screaming. It's like, get on my fountain.
All right. So you get onto your fountain with a ka-chunk, and Tim, what are you doing now at this point?
Well, Bjorn asked him to check doors. He's gonna start checking doors.
All right. Same thing. None of the doors that were locked previously are opening as of right now.
Okay, so
is there anything else you guys want to check?
I'm going to go smash the couch.
Tarbok, you were saying something too?
Well, there's no point in trying to stop Bjorn once he gets an idea in his head.
Just gonna check to see if there's a key in here.
Maybe it's something to do with the fountain still. I mean, what if we don't? There's got to be something. I mean, what if I got down and tried some doors? Maybe it depends on which fountain we're actually on.
Oh, like a combination.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay on the fountain and let Tarbok try doors.
All right, so I hop down,
Ka-chunk.
and the 2 doors that are to the sides of the fountain that Arthur is on, what color are they? It was purple.
Pink and purple.
Okay, I'm gonna go try the pink door.
Nothing. Still locked.
All right. I'm gonna go down into the center. So I'm sorry, it was green and red next.
Yep. Sorry,
Okay.
yellow and red. Sorry.
Okay, well, we're gonna try
Yellow's
the red
already
one.
open. Red is locked. Next is blue and green, and they are both locked.
Can we smash the doors? Can we have Tim open the doors now? Maybe I shouldn't smash the doors.
Everybody down, I guess, and we'll try and figure this out.
I'll finish my spell whenever 10 minutes has passed. And
Sure, yeah, I'd say this has definitely taken 10 minutes.
Okay.
From what you can tell with your detect magic spell, how long? That's a 30-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Where
I'll just
where are you
sort of
casting it?
pan the room. Oh, it's centered on me, and it lasts
okay.
10 minutes.
Okay.
So I'll sort of like walk around
All
the
right.
outside perimeter.
Okay, sounds good. You, starting with the purple door, you start walking down the room. You start to get closer to the yellow door, and you notice a faint, necromantic feeling coming from the 2 dead zombs that you guys already destroyed. You
Makes
continue down further, and you actually get an even stronger feeling coming from somewhere behind the green door. You continue around to the brass doors, and you don't get anything anymore. You get up to the blue door, and again, you're starting to get a stronger necromantic feeling from there. You continue backwards towards the red door, and a very, very strong... am I saying it right? Is it necromantic? I believe it would be.
Yeah.
Sure. You're getting a very
Sounds good
strong
enough.
one from behind the red door. And then the pink door, you're getting about the same feeling from behind what you'd felt behind the blue door. After that, you don't feel really anything else. It seems that whatever is controlling this entire mechanism in here is purely mechanical.
Yeah, purely mechanical. Got it. So Vera kind of finishes her walkabout, and I don't know. I think Tarvok and Arthur are still in the middle of the room, so I'll address them and be like, there's probably more of those things, the junky monsters behind these doors. I don't know if we actually want to break them down, or, well, I suppose if we want to fight them, that's fine. They're not too difficult, but this red door there's a much more powerful necromancy coming from there than before.
So you're saying we should focus on the red door?
Maybe. I suppose Bjorn probably would like to hit something.
I feel like we haven't heard from Tim in a while, too.
So are you saying you want me to open the red door?
I mean, if that's what everyone else wants.
I can. When he
As
opens
Tim's saying this, the voice is just kind of
Yeah.
moving about the room.
Okay.
If I got like Thunder Wave ready, and as soon as he opens the door, I cast Thunder Wave. Do I still have to do it on initiative because I got ready beforehand?
I would say probably not. Depending on how sneakily this door opens. And how sneakily people are preparing outside of it.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to do that.
Okay. Tim, sorry, what were you about to say? Alright, so what's the plan, guys? What are you doing?
Puzzles and things.
I mean, it sounded like Tim was walking to the door.
He was walking around the
door.
room. He said he was
Yeah.
just walking around the room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He unlocks the door and then steps back and lets Bajorn open the door and push it. Whoosh,
Yeah. And I guess
then maybe my Thunder Wave can get all of the baddies before everything else.
I'm going to,
Push it
Tarvok
back.
is going to do what he does best. He's going to get a little elevated, not on top of the fountain in its entirety,
Okay.
but I am going to get
Like on the
up
edge
just
of
on, and then knock an arrow.
it? Okay. You're a good 3 feet up off the ground, so you're a normal height now.
Well, 7 feet. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
You're taller than me.
Yeah.
4'6", I think.
4 foot.
He's only kind of.
It's only a little shorter than I am.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess
So-
we all stand outside the door.
Is that the
So
plan?
this
Tim,
time
or
when
you-
I open the door, I'm going to open it like this. So that way it's open and I'm not in the way this time. And like,
Provided Tim can get the door open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's all based off of one
mean-
ability check.
Yeah.
if you can't get the door
Can I
open,
roll for
then-
deception and lie to the DM and say that I got it?
Nope.
Why don't you try and seduce the door? Let it unlock for you.
That's Arthur's job.
All right. I suppose it's a cute looking door.
All right, Tim. What are you gonna follow the plan then? Is that
Tim will follow the plan.
All right,
Tim's
so
not happy about it.
you all see some thieves' tools produce themselves out of thin air again, and I'm gonna need you to roll me a 22 or higher, please.
Okay. Oh, there's my sleight of hand. Dice gods be with me. That's a 22 on the nose. 16 plus 6.
Beautiful.
Ooh, yeah.
Awesome. All right, so
What now, DM?
What you gonna do, boy?
Now, the door with a very, very slight click is unlocked.
Okay.
Tim's gonna back away.
All right.
I was gonna say, Tim, shoo, go away. You're gonna get hurt. Shoo.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay.
Assume I didn't. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I'm going to sneakily open the door and then explosively thunderwave.
All right. Roll me a stealth check, please. Sorry.
18.
All right. So you successfully open the door. Is your helmet on or off? I assume it's still
Didn't.
on because this whole place has been dark.
Yeah, I'm a human. I can't see.
Okay.
I need to have someone enchant me like glasses that like illuminate everything. So that way he looks like even more of a weirdo. And a freaking
Light the
sentient
hammer.
rug that he pets to make sure it's still okay. And a chicken
Okay.
when he gets it back.
I forgot about the chicken.
All right. So
How could you
you
forget about the chicken?
Poor
you
chicken.
you
I
crack
didn't
open
care
the
about
door.
the chicken.
As you crack open the door very quietly, you do notice a very plush red rug on the inside.
Rug, can I pet the rug?
A few, if you want to, a few random like pillows that have been completely shredded apart inside. And directly in front of you, with its back turned to you, is a very grayish and tattered looking hulking humanoid figure. I would say roughly 9 feet tall.
Whoa.
It is
That's a big
wearing
guy.
some basic leather kind of style like bracers. It doesn't have a shirt on or anything, but it looks humanoid. It's just like a hulking mass, and it's holding a very large morning star in its right hand, and it's just standing there with its back to you. It doesn't know you're there.
I'm going to slowly close the door. Just not to where like I close it, but so
Yeah.
that way I can like look at everyone. And I'm gonna try and signal to Tarbok. Can you please shoot while I thunderwave? After I thunderwave.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll me a stealth check again, please, to close the door and to quietly say that enough.
I'm not quietly saying it.
Oh, you're just
I'm
signaling?
I'm indicating. I
well-
close it close it just enough so I can
Yeah.
look at Tarbok.
Okay, then you
I'm
roll me
doing
a
this.
sneak. You roll me a sneak, and then I'm gonna need Tarvok to roll me an insight to see if he understands your weird flailing hand gestures.
I got
okay.
a 20. Not a natural 20,
Okay,
but
okay.
still.
Oh.
18
Okay,
plus 2.
19 plus 3, 22.
All right. So the plan is afoot. Things are
may I,
definitely brewing.
Everybody
Can I
else can
join
also.
in on that
Go.
insight, because I mean it was pretty visible.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
Sure.
it'd just be kind of to everybody, but I don't know where Tim is at.
Okay, well,
So
everyone
It's
else,
okay. Tim
everyone
doesn't have a
else
clue
roll
what's
insight.
going on. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Tim's like, what the fuck, Bjorn? What are you
What
doing?
are you talking about?
13 for me.
13?
Big dummy.
I just think that, like, Tarbok would be the farthest one away, so
Yeah,
everyone else would be able to see me.
Rolled a 9.
a 9. Okay, Arthur, you're kind of a little bit confused as to what the hell Bjorn is saying to you. The other two, Vera and Tarbok, you know exactly what Bjorn means, and you just give Bjorn a quick nod. Vera, you generally understand what's going on. I think you're just kind of getting Eco and what was the other one's name
Yeah.
again? Sorry,
Flu.
Yes, you're getting them readied, and Tim, you're getting the sense that Bjorn wants you to go in there.
Oh.
He rolled a 2.
Okay, well, I don't know that Tim's gonna do that.
Nope, you don't.
Tim can't be seen, so even if he does go in there,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry if we kill you if you go in there.
You are oddly compelled that is what Bjorn wants you to do.
if you say so.
All right.
Well, all right. I'm
Roll
gonna.
me a stealth check, please, Tim.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we not shooting? What are we?
No,
What's
Tim
happening?
thinks I told him to go inside the room, so he's gonna sneak in the room, and then we're gonna. I can't see him.
I mean,
17.
can't see him, yeah.
17. All right. You successfully
Sneak past Bjorn.
past
Just like,
Bjorn into the
"Excuse me."
room. None of you know that Tim is in there at this point.
God
Keep
damn
that
it,
in mind.
Wait,
Keep
hold
that in
up.
mind.
How flooded is the floor still?
It's only like maybe a half inch still.
Okay, can I
The footsteps.
kind of see can I kind of perceive where Tim may be?
Aren't you a
He's
ranger,
invisible
so
and
you
he
could do,
just
like,
rolled a
nature
17
check?
stealth check. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I understand that, but I
Can
mean,
he roll
has,
against it?
he has a tell right now. The water on the ground is a tell.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I've got to try and get a really strong one,
But my question is, outside of meta, would Tarvok be looking for Tim right now, or would he be focused on the door and what Bjorn just told him to do?
I'm focused on the general area around the door. Once the
True.
door
Okay.
opens,
If you
because
roll
it is
me-
closed,
If you roll me,
Don't forget-
Oh, well, if the door is closed, is
Mm-mm.
it small enough for Tim to
It's
fit
not
through, or does he have to
closed.
push
it's
it
not
open?
closed.
But
no.
I'm pretty sure Tim would be
Oh.
able to sneak through it.
Is it
If
closed
he's
enough
small.
for Tim to sneak through it, or
All I didn't want to close the door. All I did was move it
pull
with
it
my
down a
arm
bit?
while I was like moving.
Exactly.
Tarvok, hey. So Tim
Ooh.
can go through the door.
With a 4-foot
Uh.
arm span. So you closed that door until it was just barely closed.
Are we
So Tim will
retconning
have
this
to
a little bit?
open that
Lot of
door.
This is
things going on.
this is a lot of strategizing
Weird.
here.
We're debating so hard right now.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, that really depends on how far Bjorn opened the door.
Bjorn, make the final call. How much space was open in the door? Was it enough for a Tim to fit?
Probably, because I didn't want to close the door.
Okay.
I
And
wanted to
Tim-
keep it open so that way I could just whoosh.
Okay. And Tim
The other factor
rolled
on
a
that, though,
successful
as well,
sneak. Yep.
Is but
Bjorn
Tar-
holding on to the doorknob. Because
I
then he's
am
going to
holding
get
on
past
to-
the fucking arm.
Right.
That's true.
However,
He has to get.
Tim
Feel
is a
free on
very
the other side of
small
him.
half elf, and he is sneaking. I would assume he's crouched down.
Okay.
Average sized. I wouldn't say small.
I just,
Well,
I just
yeah, I guess
think
it's
that
pretty
Tarvok
average.
would still be focused on the door. So if he happens to see it out of the corner of his eye that there is some bloopage,
Mm-hmm.
all
Okay.
I'd say he could roll. He could just roll against perception against.
And I
Tim's
am gonna
sneak.
allow that. I will allow that.
I don't want to seem like I'm being shitty,
No,
but
no,
I
no.
mean,
No, it's
right?
it's legitimate
There's enough
questions.
going.
I
yeah,
mean,
there's
I
enough
don't
going
think
around,
Tarvok's
right?
gonna stop anything from happening anyway.
Probably
even
not.
If he, saw, if he sees Tim go in there.
So no, I only rolled an 11 plus 1, so I got a
Alright.
12.
So you don't
All
know that
right,
Tim's in
sorry, you're gonna die, Tim.
there. And Bjorn, you know what? I'll have you actually roll perception as well, just to see if you can fight against that.
Okay,
Because
and
I
passive
feel like
probably wouldn't matter.
no,
right?
I would say that I would give you an actual roll against it because you actually
fuck
were
was
right
that?
there as he passed by.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a freaking 3.
Where's your high rolls now, huh?
Right? I want to keep him from dying. Like, stop him.
Off the
like-
pedestal.
But
Well.
yeah. So that was so it's an 8.
And it did not let you see Tim sneak in, so nobody
No.
really knows that Tim's in there.
Well, Tim does have dark vision, so he's going to immediately
Yes.
get in there and see this
You
thing and be
do-
like,
You do see this thing as you go in.
Why did you let me come in here,
Tim,
Bjorn?
you see just inside the doors again, just a few scattered and shredded pillows. They look like throw pillows that might have been on a couch at some point, or like a bed, or who knows. Like, you know.
Unimportant couch.
yeah, you maybe. I mean, the other room across the way was very similar to this one that you see now as well. So you think that from the upholstery in the room and like the wallpaper and the decor, it looks like it could have been a lounge, at some point. You do notice this very large creature. Can you give me a nature check, please?
Sure.
Just so you might be able to guess what it is.
15.
Okay. You recognize a very similar creature from when you guys were fighting at the foothills of Ascona with a big band of goblins jumping on an ogre.
A hill giant?
No,
Or an ogre? Oh, it's an ogre. Oh.
And
Okay.
there is something
Right.
oddly off about this ogre. It looks like it's been torn to shreds in a few different spots. And it's decaying.
Well, upon seeing this, since Tim rolled such a stealthy roll to sneak past Bjorn, he's immediately gonna back out.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll me another stealth check though, because
Yeah,
you're
sure.
moving again.
Shit. 5.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, hold on. No, that's a 7. My bad. I can't math.
Was it a 7?
3 plus 4. 3 plus 4.
All right. You go to step outside the door, and there's a little splorp as you hit the water a little bit. And this large ogre just kind of shifts as it heard this very strange noise, but it doesn't quite turn around. It heard something. It seems to be picking its head up a little bit, though.
Well, I hope that Tim's out of the way, because the plan is going now.
Tim is now out
As
of
Tim's
the way.
backing out of the way, he kind of like whispers to Bjorn as he's passing by, "There's something off about that one."
Thanks. I didn't even know Tim went in there, so I'm probably gonna be like, huh? What the fuck?
Okay.
What? Tim, I told you to go away.
All
okay.
right.
You waved
I'm
me in,
going-
don't lie.
So you all have a surprise round on this creature if you do want to attack it.
Okay. I'm using a thunder wave.
All right, and Tarvok, you're at the ready.
Should
I
I
am
use
at the
a
ready.
second
Arthur,
level?
what are you doing right now? Arthur, just chilling.
He doesn't know what's
He's
going on.
He's actually leaning forward, going, "What? What did you say? What? Where?" And then he's just standing there.
Okay,
And if actually, is it obvious like combat starting then? Right, like everyone's
you
starting
do
to like
see
"Rah!"
Bjorn like ready to throw a thunder wave, basically.
So in his confusion, he just goes, "Go Bjorn!" And I'm gonna use bardic inspiration on Bjorn.
All right.
I want to say that I already did thunder wave. I just want to do my thunder wave, my second level thunder wave.
Okay, so this all happens at once.
Oh, thank you.
Arthur says, "Go Bjorn!" right as you're about to cast Thunderwave, and this ogre goes, and it turns around, and it sees Bjorn like Kamehameha pose in front of the door, and it lets out this big, and it starts bounding towards you right as you loose your spell. Why don't you tell me exactly what Thunderwave does again, please?
All creatures and objects in the area of effect take 2d8 plus my spell level thunder damage.
It's
and
a
pushed-
cone, right?
Yeah, it's a cone.
No, it's a
No.
15-foot cube.
No, it's a cube. The save is
It goes.
Oh, it goes out in all directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be contained in this room, and it's just gonna be,
Okay.
and it's gonna take 2d8 plus my spell.
So you're gonna
level.
focus the center of the wave on the ogre, is what you're saying.
So
Yeah, and everybody
is
should be back.
it 2d8 for a level 1 spell or a level 2 spell?
For level 1, and
So
then
what
a
do you
level. Add
what do you
the
add?
D8? A D8?
So it's
Right.
3d8 then.
For
Oh.
damage. Okay. And he needs to
Okay.
do a save. Correct. He needs to do
I
a
hate
It doesn't say it. Yeah, it does a save against, I guess, my thing.
Oh.
spellcasting.
What?
I hate to be that guy, but you can only cast it on yourself.
Oh,
Cast what?
Thunderwave.
You cast it from yourself. and you can
Oh.
only cast it from yourself. So it originates from you in a 15-foot cube.
Yes, it's true. He's right.
Well, I'm running to him. What up, bitches? I'm gonna run to him and explode.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I like that. I like
Bjorn,
that.
you self-destruct.
I didn't know that it was. I didn't know it originated from me. We've used it to where I would do it from far away. So
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
and the
that's
spell,
why.
the spell
Wow.
emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Oh yeah, it's loud.
All right.
Okay,
Oops.
so can I cast Thunderwave as I smack into him?
Yes, you can.
Sweet. So I'm gonna sprint.
This is a very large target. I'm not gonna make you. I'm not gonna make you roll to grab onto him or anything like that. It's pretty easy to grab a massive hulking ogre as you run in.
Yeah.
Can I still do something to like where if I hit it, I can glance kind of off of him, so that way Tarbok has an open shot. So that way Tarbok.
That is a thunderous wave. Thank you.
Oh, I was like, what is that? That's not me.
Yeah. Somebody just entered a wind tunnel.
I was like, somebody's driving, and how?
All right. You want to get out of the way, so I'm gonna make you roll a dex save to get out of the way after you cast your thunder wave. Does that make sense? All right. So you run in. Are you gonna like bear hug it? Or are you just gonna like smack into it? What do you want to do?
I'm
Shoulder
basically just gonna do this
Just
and then
smash
use
it.
my arm to glance off of him. So like,
Okay.
whoosh.
The shoulder check.
And
Yeah.
what is your spellcasting modifier that I have to roll against, please?
Wisdom
Wisdom. What's the total? Is what I'm asking.
13.
13. All right. So I need to
Mhm.
make a Constitution saving throw. It has +4 to Constitution.
That's fine. Bjorn didn't know that.
15. So it does save. However, it'll take half damage, I believe. Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I also take Tarbok's stuff. So this is the dex,
All
right?
Yes. So your thunder wave goes straight out and smokes this thing, and I need you to roll your dex save to try and get out of the way now.
I got it. 20.
Nice. All right. So you are sufficiently
I
out of the
am-
way.
I am such a good nimble dude for being a 6-foot Hulk.
And roll your 3d8 damage, please.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's a 4. That one is an 8.
Ooh, 12.
That one is a 6.
All right, so 9
18.
total damage because he made the
Mhm.
save. Very good.
But I did explode that room, and that was pretty
You
cool.
did, and you see all the pillows and all their stuffing and all the dust just kind of splat against the wall and just start like floating around the room. You know what? I'll let you do your action as well. Everyone else.
Everybody's got disadvantage now because of the dust.
This door that had swung in initially just actually, with that thunder wave, goes slamming shut.
So the door's closed now, huh?
Correct. But I will let you do something if you want. Everyone can have a chance to do something here before we roll initiative. I know we should have rolled initiative before this surprise round, but
I think I'm technically the only one in initiative right now because I'm the only one in the room.
All right, I'm gonna ask anybody really. So can someone please go open that door so I can shoot that thing in the face?
okay.
So I'm
I mean-
hunkering down.
I don't think Tim was that far. He could probably
No,
just
you were
swing
right
it
there.
open.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you swing the door
Shut
back
in your
open.
face.
Is
Still
the door,
invisible. Door just opens.
Oh. Yeah.
Tarbok's just like, oh wow, do I have telepathy?
All I got to do is be mad and wood moves.
The door is open, and
Yeah, it
Tarbok,
does.
what you see now is this ogre inside this room, and a lot of its flesh has now been like peeled off of its torso. It's just like exposing old purpley rotting muscle sinews and just gross oozing joints, and it doesn't look
Delicious.
too happy with you guys. So
I hope not.
I mean, its flesh is there, and there, and there, and there.
yeah, pretty much. There's little splaps of ogre skin all over the walls.
So in the way we name things, and we do it terribly, Ken, do you have a name for this ogre? Like how the last
you
mimic was
have-
Cinderella?
Do you have an
Of course
idea?
I do. I have an
Shrek?
idea.
By all
No.
means, make it appropriate,
No.
please.
Well, it's not appropriate, but it's official. This ogre's name is Princess Di.
Oh,
Ah.
terrible.
All just weird girl names.
We could have just made it Pink Floyd because it's, last hit was the wall, but all right.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, who's gonna hit Princess next?
Princess the Ogre.
Damn it.
I think Tarvok was going to loose an arrow. So I'll say that
I
Tim...
am going to loose an arrow.
All right. Roll the hit, please.
21.
That definitely hits. Roll
Cool.
damage for me.
Give me a moment to find that lovely thing. So that's 7 plus 3. The
Okay.
best part is, wait, Colossus Slayer for another 7, 17.
Holy shit. Very good.
Wah! Hold on, I gotta, what is it?
Man, Colossus Slayer is nuts.
Yeah, archery is just dabbing before you attack.
That is a great and horrible quote.
Yeah. Yep.
Just gonna use that in every archery game there is now. Hold on,
Yeah.
gotta dab before I kill.
Did you say I got
Yeah,
a surprise attack?
I'll let the other two remaining people. So Tim, your action I'll say was just opening that door for Tarvok, and then I'll
Opening
let
the door and getting out of the way.
Yeah, I'll let the other two have an action as well, just before we get going on initiative.
Okay. I'm just gonna do an acid slash because I'm probably like
You're pretty close. You could maneuver in.
10 or 15 feet outside the door and just
Yeah.
kind of I'm gonna hold Ego like this and go spit and then he goes and, like just spit some red goo. Yeah, exactly. And then so it's a 14 DC to save or take 1d6 acid damage.
14 DC against what kind of check? Sorry.
It's just my spell save.
So a dex save or
what is
your spellcasting modifier?
Dex? Sorry, Dex. Yeah,
dex? Okay.
it's a Dex save.
It saves. It got a
Fuck.
17.
Okay, we're not ready. It hits the wall or something.
Well, is that half damage or how does that work
Nope.
exactly? No, you
Just
it's straight
it's
shot. basically.
it's a cantrip.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's basically like fireball but with acid. kind of
Yeah.
thing? Okay. All right. Yeah. So your acid goes shooting into the room, and because you kind of like quickly maneuvered into the doorway, you just barely miss this ogre, and it goes to the back wall
Yeah.
and starts melting the wallpaper off the walls.
Exactly.
All right, Arthur, you are gonna finish off this round of surprise. What do you want to do?
Arthur realizes there's a lot of fun going on, so he just like, what is and he kind of just runs up. He jumps off his fountain, and ka-chunk. He turns around and looks at it, and turns around and just, okay, and then just keeps running towards the door. He looks in the room. He just sees this like thing because the door's still open, correct?
Yep,
Tim
yep.
opened it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So he just kind of peeks in, just kind of seeing what's going on in there, and he goes, "Oh my word! That reminds me of a certain princess I once knew of," and that's gonna be his vicious mockery.
Okay.
Very nice.
And I have to
Pretty
roll
good.
against that, correct?
Yeah,
think
so
it's
you'll roll a wisdom. Yep, 14.
Okay. It does not save. So how much damage am I taking?
Well, only 1 damage, but
Oof.
then it'll have disadvantage on its next attack.
Awesome. Okay.
That's good.
1 damage.
All right,
and his
now
ego is now
this-
hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The ogre ego. All right, we need to roll
Impulse.
initiative now. So
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
all right. So give me 25 to 20. Who's got that?
No,
Anyone? No.
For
All right.
initiative?
Yeah.
I got a 4.
I'm gonna roll through the numbers just to try and make it.
Oh, I'm
easier for you to
sorry.
track.
There
so
we go.
25 to 20 is nobody.
Mhm.
All right. 20
I
to
got
15.
a 1.
15.
15. Okay, so we've got Vera, and then we've got Ogre, and 15 to 10. 10. Arthur.
Yeah, roll a 10. High five.
So then Tim, Bjorn,
Tarvok.
and Tarvok.
He's very slow today.
All right, initiative has begun. Vera, what you got? What you got?
So Vera is probably a little bit freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to smack Blue and Nico together and make a little bit of purple
Goop.
kind of bouncing together and cast Ray of Enfeeblement,
Okay.
which is a spell attack. Yes, I got a 25.
And
to hit, so.
And what does that do?
So you do half damage with the creature does half damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
Oh wow. Okay, wonderful. So is that for
And
one turn?
at the end of each of the target's turns. So at the end of each turn you get to make a con save.
Unless, or it just keeps going basically.
Right, or it just keeps going.
Okay.
And it lasts until
I make that
the
save.
end of his turn for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So now what is that con save that I need to make?
It's a 14. So my
14.
spell DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you cast Ray of Enfeeblement. This thing is pretty angry. It also has disadvantage this turn. But being that Bjorn is the only person actually inside this room, he's just gonna turn and swing his massive Morning Star across at Bjorn. With disadvantage. 13 does not hit. And it's gonna roll its Constitution save against your spell, and it just nat 20, so it is perfectly fine.
Fuck. God damn it. That sucks.
Hey, that would have been
Yeah,
wonderful.
especially since the only person in the room has a hella AC. My AC is 18.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Next up
I was
is-
just doing what Vieira would do.
Oh yeah, for sure. RP to the max. Arthur, what's up? What you got?
I'm so used to going at the bottom of the initiative order. So he oh man, I didn't think of anything witty for another vicious mockery. Bjorn is still inspired, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's disadvantages do not stack, correct? You can't ultra disadvantage somebody.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be great.
Well, he already used the disadvantage.
Yeah, so the disadvantage is cleared now.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay. I forgot that ends after one turn. Okay, so he's gonna vicious mock it again. He's just gonna be like, "Oh my, that was a lovely miss. Do it again. I know you can." And that's gonna be vicious. So I'll do it again.
All right, and I have to defeat a 14. You said.
Spellcasters.
It turns to you and it understands you, but it can't respond for some reason. It just kind of looks over at you and just like when the Hulk turns and does that weird sideways grin, it just smiles at you. He successfully resisted that. Does he not take any damage?
Anyway.
1 damage? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just keep one damaging him to death.
I'll get you 1 point at a time, you son of a bitch.
Tim, you're up.
Mr. Invisit him.
Well, no longer in visit Tim. Tim will appear from thin air, one arm stretched into the room.
Prestidigitation.
Just like reaching around the door jam.
Just a blind firing.
If I make the fireball big enough, it'll hit.
He's peeking the corner. He's like,
yeah, leaning. Okay.
and that's going to be a firebolt.
All right, roll the hit.
Yeah, scroll. Ah, that's right. $16.
16 hits. Roll me some damage. 1d10, I believe, plus your advantage
Yes,
or your proficiency.
Yes, sir. 9.
9. Damn. All right. So Tim, you kind of peek into the room and drop in concentration on your invisibility. Is there something cheeky that you're gonna say when you finally come into focus for everyone?
Surprise, motherfucker!
Some fries, motherfucker.
Hard eyes.
All right. So yes, with a surprise, motherfucker, you lean into the room, launch this fireball, and it hits it just square in the chest, igniting the rest of its like flesh that was kind of remaining over the muscly sinew of its chest, and chars it away. This thing is now very focused on the door and the people behind it.
Don't forget
Bjorn,
that unattended flammable objects ignite.
You are up, Bjorn.
Well, I'm going to scream at him to try and get his attention, to not like let him go outside, and I'm gonna hit him with my warhammer.
Okay.
It's a 21 to hit him.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Sweet. 7 plus 4 is 11.
All right.
I smack him with 11, being like, "Oi, ugly!
Sweet. All
I'm
right.
the one you picked on someone your own size."
I'm the captain now.
Look at
You,
me.
yeah, your hammer actually just strikes him right in the back, and you hear
This
sickening,
is my swamp.
like a gushy crunch, like a as it crunches into the bottom of his spine, and he just kind of like
Ooh, nice.
buckles backwards a little bit, and turns back to you again, and he's now focused back on you. Tarbok, you're up.
Okay, so I'm just gonna knock another arrow since he's still in view, and just let it go. So let's see what I can do here.
Doing Tarbuck things.
27.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Nat
there,
20.
but-
All right, I'm giving you double damage for this.
Cool.
Oh,
So
does that mean he also gets what is Colossus
Double
Slayer?
giant. Yeah, double Colossus Slayer.
yeah. So first roll is a 2 plus 3, so 5, so 10. Oh shit! God damn it! 8
Paul,
for 16. Hit him for 26.
Okay, Paul can never control his dice, and he can never do math. 16
But-
times 2 is 32.
No, because the first one was 5, which I
Yeah.
doubled to 10. The second one was 8, which I doubled to 16.
Oh, I see. Okay,
26.
I can't
And
do
you can do
math.
math. The answer's 31.
26. All right. I appreciate you not taking advantage of my dumb DM brain here tonight and just saying.
I
yes
wouldn't
to
dare. I have other ways to take advantage of you.
that. Wow. All right.
Rude.
So you launch your arrow. What were you aiming for exactly there?
So since he was struck in the back from Bjorn's attack, I mean, he's lurching forward.
Yeah, he's kind of bent
Right.
backwards actually, with his hips.
Oh,
kind of
all right.
forwards.
Then I'm going straight for like center mass sternum to try and push shit out from the.
All right, Bjorn, from your point of view,
Yeah.
you see this arrow come streaking through its torso, and it starts to drag some of its entrails out, and you see the arrow just kind of like flop down and swing from the bottom of this thing's back. And
Do you want this arrow back too?
Bjorn, get both me arrows back, would you?
Gotcha.
All right, good hit, wonderful hit. This thing is not looking good. Next up is Vera.
Oh, me.
Oh, me.
I think Vera's probably gonna do another acid splash.
Okay.
So she like smacks smacks the back of Ego so that
You burp your
he
slimes.
spits again. Yeah, exactly. Just like
All right, perfect.
so. Another 14 deck save.
All right. He does not save against it. Roll me some damage.
Woo! 5 damage.
All right.
Little like
These slimes just kind of like puke up a little bit of acid again, and it just kind of plops right in the hole that Tarvok just made in this thing's gut.
Yeah.
And it just starts
Makes the
kind of like
hole bigger.
chewing away a little bit at the edges. All right. This thing is not able to focus very well, but it's definitely going to be going towards the doorway. I believe a few of you are still in front of this doorway, correct? Nobody's told me
I'd
that they've
say-
moved.
I think Tim is.
haven't-
Tarvok's hung
Tarvok's
back. I
still
think
back,
Yeah.
yeah.
Arthur is too.
No, Arthur's like next to the door. He's like
Kinda like
peeking in
peeking
like
in.
this.
Oh,
And
well,
then, like,
Tim's
going
also
back.
doing that too.
All right,
Because
so
So yeah,
taking
he's
turns
Arthur's
peeking.
moving
Side
away.
what's that? Tim?
He's
Sorry?
moving away.
Said it's just kind of like side to side peeking, one on each door, just kind
Yeah. All right. So the three of you are gonna have to save against this with a big, just gurgling, gross sounding. It just comes barreling through the door at you guys. Roll me a dex save to try and get out of the way. It's gonna need to be an 18 or higher because this thing takes up the entire doorway.
Wait, what am I
22.
saving against?
Dex save against getting out of the way of this.
I'm not
thing
in the
barreling
doorway.
Through the... Well, you're peeking around it, are you not?
No, I'm moving back. I'm peeking and going back, like around. I'm not in the doorway at all.
All right. Well, Tim saved. Vera, I believe you were in front of the door too, though, because you were casting.
I'll still
spells.
roll if
Oh.
you want me to.
Oh, I'm like
clarifying where I'm at.
sorry, I'm like 20 feet away. My spell has like 60 feet range.
Okay. But you're still in line of.
They
the
would
door.
also have a lot of time to move out of the way.
Well, I don't know how far was he in the door? Because if he just
Let me see. What's his movement speed?
sorry, yeah, I don't know how far he can move.
I think
but...
he could just barely reach you at the end. So.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, do not make it.
You didn't? Okay. And Arthur, you said you were moving back from the door.
No, I'm moving next to the door. I'm on the wall.
Sideways.
So like,
Okay, so it
like
was just
there's the
your face.
door. Yeah, so I was walking up to the door, looking in, and then
Mhm.
coming back around the door. So I'd say I would have moved 5 feet from the door. Is what I would have moved.
Oh, okay.
Because he's
All right.
going back and forth from door to not door kind of thing.
All right, we'll keep it at that then. So Tim does like roll backwards out of the way, and Vera, you do take this very slight tackle because you're right at the end of its movement speed, so it kind of tires itself before it reaches you. But you still
He was like,
yeah, you basically just like it just knocks into you, and you kind of fly backwards a bit towards the fountain, and you take 6 blunt damage.
oof.
All right. It is now Arthur's turn. Can't hear you, buddy.
Nope, sorry, I was talking to the kiddo.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about VR and virtual reality games and whatnot. Anyway,
Nice.
okay, so Vera got hit by this, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and now it's next to me.
She's basically like on her butt by that middle fountain now.
Okay. Did she take a lot of damage? I missed that too. Sorry, my son was
She takes
talking to me.
6.
6? Yeah, 6.
Okay. So
So,
Josh,
you know,
does she
just
look like really beat
put it
up or
right
does she
now.
look like she's alright? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like, she got knocked over. That's about it.
I was gonna say she's probably spooked, but probably the
Couple
most
of
damage she
Alright.
actually got.
Yeah.
so she looks like she's gonna get up and get back in the fight. She doesn't look like she
Oh,
needs to be
for
healed
sure.
right away. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so after all that stuff flies by, Arthur oh my god. And he kinda like peeks back into the room again. And I think everyone looks good, right? I mean Bjorn looks fine still, correct? No
Yeah,
one's
for
really
the
gotten
most
hit.
part, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
Oh.
anyone's been hit.
I almost forgot. I actually, one of my abilities is, should have activated. So, as a slime manter, which I created, so
Mhm.
it's not anywhere. On being hit, you slime from yourself in the direction of your attacker, dealing 1d8 damage.
Is that like Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah, it's sort of like Hellish Rebuke.
How often do you get to use that?
This is. I didn't put a use thing, but
Hellish Rebuke is once per long rest.
once per long rest. Okay,
If you want to
I'd
compare it
say
to
that.
that.
Yeah, let's make it like that, just so it has some more restriction on it at least.
Okay, that's fine.
So you get
7.
That's how much damage it takes, or is
Yep.
that does it get to roll a save against that, like Hellish Rebuke, or is there?
Nope.
Because I believe Hellish Rebuke has a roll to save and take half damage, right?
Let me check.
Doesn't it?
Oh.
No.
No. Okay, I thought it did.
Oh wait, no, hang on. Sorry, I was pulling it up as I was shaking my head, but
Yeah, same.
yeah, no, there's a half damage.
Dex.
So it's dexterity.
Yeah, dex save.
Okay.
But also, just so we know, Hellish Rebuke is 2d10 damage.
Yeah, it's a lot more damage than what you're rolling.
Yeah.
Let's make it exactly like that then. Do the extra damage, and let's just kind of pair it up with that, because that sounds like it would match up perfectly to what it would do. But we'll just make it acid. Does that work for you?
Yeah, we can
Acid
talk
instead
about
of
that
fire?
later. We'll just do that.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
just do
just that's the struggle of creating abilities, right? Is knowing exactly what restrictions to put on.
So that'll be 9 damage. Or, sorry, that's a 9. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, and I roll a dex save of what? 14, I think.
14. Yep, 14.
It does not save, so it's gonna take all 12 damage. As this thing runs into you, this acid from Eco and Fluids kind of splats out and completely covers completely covers this ogre, and you see from the inside it starts to basically like melt from the inside out, and
tasty.
you see just grayish purplish goop start dropping off of it, and it just like melts down into a pile of ogre parts, and it is no longer existent in this world.
Fatality.
Like,
Default
Veer's
death.
like on her back after that hit, like, oh, it worked. Like,
as you actually see this thing melting in front of you, you notice around its neck a small glint of yellow.
I
I-
knew it.
yeah, I'll like look or like go and grab it.
Okay, you save it right before it starts to get eaten up by this acid, and yes, it is a leather thong that was around its neck that had a yellow topped key on it with a triangle of yellow.
What
Like,
door we just opened? We opened the
angle it.
red one, right?
You just went through the red one.
I told you there was going to be keys for the colors and the doors, but red is not a yellow.
All right, all of you take 90 experience, by the way,
Okay.
for defeating that. That was very well done.
Well, I just got hit, so I didn't do it. Yeah, I'll like hold up the key, like I wonder if this goes to the yellow door, or maybe like I'll walk over to the yellow door and see if it works on it.
It does, and I mean the door was already open because Tim
Right? Yeah.
had used his lockpick tools. But yeah, the door does lock and unlock with that key.
Try it in the big door.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'll go over to the big door, see if it does anything. I mean,
All right.
there's 6 other holes.
So you can insert the key into the remaining 5 holes from where the purple one is. You try the purple one. It still doesn't budge. But the yellow key does fit in each one of the slots. However, it doesn't turn. It doesn't turn to where the purple key is turned to. If that makes sense. So if it was the purple key is turned to the right, you can't turn the yellow key to the right in any of the other 5 holes.
Oh, can I turn it to the left?
No. Like you can't turn it either way.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Can I like take purple key out? Wait, the purple
No,
key's in
purple
the.
key still isn't twisting back in order to pull it out.
Oh, okay.
So you know how when you turn a
did...
key and you can't pull it
Yeah.
out while it's still turned?
Right, yeah.
It's yeah.
I didn't remember that from last time. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Or the purple key being in there.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, we just found
okay.
that out today. But yeah.
Turn around and be like, it fits and. Good point. Be like, it fits, but it doesn't turn. I don't know.
Can I inspect the room?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for. Can I pet the rug? Is it sentient?
No, it's not. It's like carpeting. Sorry, is what I meant to say. It's not like a rug.
Can I rip the carpeting off?
Of all the things you've collected so far, you want to rip
I don't want
up
to
some
collect the carpet. I want to see if there's anything underneath the carpet, like a trap door or something.
Just
There's
want
a
to
reason
destroy.
why
I
I'm
just
doing this. I'm not
assume
gonna just...
you collect everything.
I'm just gonna send carpet to Bevington and be
There you
like,
go.
"Hey, I want this in my room."
Bjorn is a hoarder.
Yeah. For the horde.
I think that's
No,
putting
my
it
horde.
politely.
All right. Yeah, sure. You can rip the carpeting up, but when you do, you just notice that underneath it's just all stone tile. Like there's no trapdoors, anything like that. It's just ordinary stone flooring.
Okay, and there's probably like no papers, no scratchings in the wall that tells me what combination we need.
Nope, nothing like that in here.
Cool. Can I go back to the couch and destroy it now?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I am.
Vera follows Bjorn and like looks through the room while he's doing that.
Okay. Vera, as you're
when
looking
I was
around
ripping
the
the
room,
carpet out, or taking out the couch.
The couch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Couch,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I
Vera,
want to go in the yellow room.
You're kind of like feeling around in corners of the room and stuff, looking for things. Bjorn, how are you ripping apart this couch? Describe that to me.
Okay, I'm going to like just rip the well, I mean, are there zippers? Like, can I zipper things?
It is a very traditional looking, almost like a Victorian era cushy couch with like a wooden top to it, and like 3 couch cushions inserted, and like nice curled over armrests.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like throw the pillows off, and if there's nothing underneath the pillows, I'm gonna throw the couch.
You
I'm gonna look
remove
behind it.
the cushions from the couch, and when you do, you see a small pink key embedded in the bottom of it.
I got a fucking
I knew it.
key!
As if it fell out of someone's pocket.
I am
Check
going
your
to
couches,
victorious
everyone.
Show this to Tarbok. We should have taken out the couch.
This is now a not unimportant couch.
Well, now it's
Every
Every
on.
now and then I'm wrong, you know that, right?
I'm walking over to the pink door and opening it.
All right, so the pink door, if you recall, is the first one on the left as you guys came into this hall. You insert the key and you unlock it, and then you swing open the door, and standing directly in front of you is another half humanoid, half like nightstand-ish looking, table-ish looking creature, and its face is basically completely gone. You just see nothing but skull, and then below it there's like nightstand with arms protruding out the side, and then legs underneath that. And it's gonna get a surprise attack on you.
What's the wood of the nightstand? I do know I have a setback at the home match.
Walnut.
Nah, not the right kind.
I only settle for mahogany.
Rich mahogany is all I desire.
And Bazaar's gonna be like, huh. There's something
Alright.
in here, guys.
So this zombie boy like scrapes at your face as soon. Holy dice! It scrapes at your face like as soon as you open the door because it heard you coming, and it just barely like brushes down your face and leaving some like slimy, goopy skin.
So like a caress, like hello.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it feels
So
more like
welcome.
a wet
Hello.
slap, like someone threw a really big wad of wet toilet paper at your face or something like that.
Why did
and
it have to be toilet paper? Ew.
They just
Yeah,
throw it
because
in
because
wet
it's the
noodles.
effect.
Napkins.
And
Been
you
anything else?
now
Could have just been a
roll-
fish.
Roll for
Fish.
initiative.
Just me or everyone?
I think everyone's kind of there. I would like to say.
I was following you.
Oh, okay. You got a 16.
I also
All
rolled a
right.
16.
All right.
I will combat you.
I will
13.
allow you to go first.
Oh, okay.
Ahead of me.
'Cause I'm in
13
there.
for Tim. Okay.
16.
I got an 8.
Okay. Bjorn, Arthur, Zomb, Tim, and Vera. What'd you get?
Big ol' one.
Tarvok and Vera.
It scared Vera more than it scared
Yeah.
Bjorn.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine I was like following Bjorn, and
Yeah.
then he gets hit a little bit, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
Some of the slime just like spats onto Vera.
She's just like,
maybe I can do something with this.
like, yeah, exactly.
All right. Bjorn, you start off the initiative, please.
okay.
So say,
I'm
did I just
smacking-
stall out somewhere? What's going on?
I'm smacking him with my warhammer for a big old 18 plus 6.
That hits.
That's pretty
100%. That hits.
Okay.
big ol'
Whap.
For 11.
All right.
Yeah, I had to put 7
a
plus
man.
4.
All right. You do 11 damage, and your hammer just like crushes in the face of this skull, and it staggers back about 5 feet. Next up is Arthur's turn.
What? Sorry, my turn. Okay.
Yep.
I was messing with my camera settings. Just so you know, you can enable like HD camera quality, I guess, as well in this.
Already
Just for future
did.
reference.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to
is-
request, or yeah, there's a cool thing in there for that. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So Arthur looks into the room. He just is like, not mahogany, definitely not mahogany. And
And what? Vicious Mockery? Is that what that was?
yeah, just mockery.
Okay.
3 damage.
If I touch up my appearance, will I get like makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Likely.
It's an option here for the video feed.
It does not
Ooh.
resist. It now has disadvantage, and it takes 3 damage.
Boom.
This zombie's you swear this caved in skull of this zombie's face seems to frown a little bit, and it takes the damage, and it is now at disadvantage for its turn. Which what it's gonna do is try another slam attack against Bjorn.
Wet old slap.
And that does not hit it again. It seems to be disoriented to hell.
Probably because I smashed its face in.
Yeah, pretty well. And it is now going to try and like shuffle its way past you out the door and into the hall there. And
I just
it-
like stop him very, very gently. Just no, don't go.
yeah, I'll give you a
We're having
reaction.
so much fun.
I'll give you a reaction to like catch its arm and roll a strength against it, I suppose.
Sweet. I got a 20 for that.
Okay.
Catches the arm and just fucking
Damn,
swings it
Bjorn.
around and
Yeah.
throws it
Not-
into a wall.
Yeah, just whoosh.
Yeah, you
Not
basically throw
today.
it back into the room. I'm gonna make
Ripping
it
an
save
arm off in the process.
It falls down for sure, and it cracks its skull even more, taking 3 damage.
Good.
All right, it has successfully been nope. Sit the fuck down. So that's what just happened. Tim, you are up.
Is there anybody within line of sight of Tim to this thing?
Yes, I would say Bjorn is still in the doorway there. Bjorn's hitting doors and blocking doors.
What I do,
All the
because I
damn
don't
day.
do without referring to anybody, we should be in there. I was just so excited that the key could work.
Tim's gonna get to the corner of the door and hold pause for effect.
Okay,
Just
what do you,
tactical pause.
What are you waiting on?
Waiting on line of sight.
Waiting
Oh,
for
you can
Bjorn
see
to
it.
move
You
his-
can see it in the door. I mean, Bjorn's in your way, but you
Clear,
can-
waiting for clear shot.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Please don't set me on fire, is what he's saying.
Yes. All right, Tarvok, you're up.
All I can really see is Bjorn's giant man body, so I'm just gonna stand there Just grab an arrow and go, okay, I guess I'll wait. I just put it in the bow.
Okay. Vera?
Is it my turn?
It is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little caught off guard. So Vera's just gonna kind of, let's see, I would say, Blue recognizes, that I'm, like, in danger or whatever, and then does a poison spray,
Sure.
which is just a cantrip.
Towards the door?
Toward the the table creature.
Yeah, which is inside
Nightstand?
the room.
Is it?
It's
Is
like
it
a
in the door?
night table. Well, it's inside the
Oh,
room.
well,
Bjorn's
I
in the
just
door.
kind of like yeeted it back.
Okay. How far away is it? I have to move within 10 feet.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're within you're within range.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
However,
then.
you
Yeah.
do have a
So
large cleric standing in the doorway. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just targeted.
Okay. It's gonna have to be
So,
a pretty accurate shot of acid for Flu to hit that. So.
Oh, it's a spell. It's not a spell attack. It just hits.
I'm pretty sure Arthur just disappeared in the thin
Yeah.
air.
Yeah, I'm
we
sorry. I hit
lost
the wrong
our-
button.
Earther.
I'm coming. Sorry.
So it's a
I did
it's
a
a
dirt.
save.
Right. I'm gonna have to
It's
make
like-
Bjorn save against that too. Then.
Why?
What is the? I guess what is the area of effect of this spell?
It's one target.
And
It's not like a poison
It's
cloud.
not.
It just
Yeah,
hits
it's not.
him.
Yeah.
It's not like a cone
No.
or anything. No.
So it just automatically hits whatever you aim it at.
Yes, that is what it looks like.
What spell is
Got
it
that
again?
nice lob.
What did you base
Poison
it
spray.
on?
No. This is just. It's just a cantrip in the book.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
You
just look
extend
this
your
up real
hand
quick.
toward a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
Says with a con save though.
Right, yeah, it's a con save, but we were talking about if it hits,
Right. Yeah.
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just an
I was just
automatic
curious
spell
how it
hit.
hits. Okay.
Yeah.
Range 10 feet. Yeah. Duration instantaneous. Cool. All right. Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right. So it's got to do a con save of 14, correct?
Yes. So just like poof.
It fails.
Oh, so it's no damage or whatever 1d12 is. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Cool.
So 1d12. 9.
9 damage. Your poison spray does not have any effect on this thing.
Oh.
So it doesn't take 9 damage.
It does not. Sorry, I should have looked at that before I made you do damage.
That's because
yeah.
it's dead.
Yeah, it's
That's
dead.
fine.
So it does not do anything. It was a great attempt, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Next up is. Yep, the Jorn.
Hi, I'm just gonna him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not a natural 20. Just 14 plus 6.
It hits. It hits.
Sweet. All right. Well, that's 12 damage.
You smush this thing down, shattering the table as it goes down, and you see bits of skull and table kind of scatter about. And it has now turned into a pile of mush on the ground.
All right.
Noise.
I
Red
got
ooze.
Bjorn's just like bah, bah.
Wonderful. All right. That appears to be the only creature within this room.
I apologize for being so hasty. I was excited the key worked.
Well, maybe you make sure that we find another key in here now too.
That is a true.
All right. So I
So
assume
we
you're
have
all
a
gonna
purple
gather in.
key in the big fuck off door.
Mhm,
Now we have a pink key, which is what I have,
mhm.
and Beer has a yellow key.
Correct.
Mhm.
And now I'm going to destroy this room to find the next key.
All right,
I
you
will.
turn over this room. Roll me a perception check, please. Or you know what, an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
May I help?
Yeah, you can
Uh,
all roll
uh,
one if you want. I'm not too concerned about it.
Well, I'll give Bjorn advantage by helping.
Okay.
Okay. 17 plus 2.
Yeah, all right. So you all, as you're searching, you come across a very small journal in kind of tucked away in the bottom of the room at the back right corner. This appeared to be another, what seemed to be maybe an office. There are a couple of, like the other room across from it, there are a couple of boxes of junk, but there's like 2 or 3 of them this time instead of the one in the corner. And in this box of junk, you come across this small book, and it's written in Elvish. Who can interpret Elvish?
I'm going to pull up the book and say, who the fuck can read Elf? Because I can't.
Well, since I'm immediately in the room with you, I'll be like, oh, I can read Elvish.
I will very, very gently
Being
hand it to
an
her
elf.
because she is
Starts
Alright.
pointing to her ears.
dainty.
Yeah, I am elf.
All right.
I'll
So-
start looking through it.
All right,
See
you
what-
look through it, and it's just regular daily stuff, but the very final page seems very hastily written, and it almost seems to scrawl off at the end. I'm gonna send you a DM of what it says here.
Oh, hello, DM.
Clickety, clickety, click.
Click. Yeah.
You're typing it. Why don't you just say it?
I want Vera to read it. Sorry.
Good idea. All right.
My immersion.
All right. So Fear's reading the book. She'll start reading it out loud, like toward Bjorn. I guess. Is anyone else in the room? No.
Oh yeah, you're
I
all
guess-
kind of gathered in there at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, Arthur
then-
would have shuffled in eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting by the door.
So it's not really anything interesting except for this last page. He surely can't make all of us stand up there and turn them all at once, could he? Is he actually that powerful? Sort of scrolls off after that.
Turn all of the keys at once?
That would appear to make sense. Yes.
Hmm.
But
I
we
should ask
only have-
Bevington to send 2 more people. So that way there's 6. Wait, 1 more person. 1 person. So all right, we have 2 hands.
I suppose we could just use both of our hands.
One of us can use 2 hands, I guess.
We have to find the rest of the keys first, though. I bet they're in the other rooms.
We have 2 rooms left, a green and a blue.
But
we only have
We have-
3 keys.
oh, well, that would make sense then.
Wait, did we find another key in this room?
No, not yet.
No, but we only need 2 more, and there are 2
Yeah.
more doors.
We have
Well,
a purple,
you
pink,
need-
and yellow. Do we have?
From what you can tell, you need 3 more. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
we
the
don't
3
have a
keys.
red key yet. We didn't find the key, unless you found the key in the book.
Nothing else in the book.
Yellow,
Purple,
purple,
Pink.
pink.
pink. Oh, we have. Oh,
Green,
sorry.
blue,
Yeah.
and red or left.
I was mistaken.
I think right now, I think is a pretty decent time to take a 10-minute break.
Oh, okay.
So we will be, well, maybe less than 10 minutes. So we will be right back. You guys go get some water, get a snack. We're going to do the same, and we will be back. We'll see you in a little bit.
Mwah.
Hey everyone, I'll keep this short and sweet as usual. We want to thank you guys for sticking with us through this very long story arc. We realize that it's basically twice as long as the last one, But there's a reason for that. Number one, it's D&D, and anything can happen, and if we feel that there's something wonderful gonna happen, we're gonna go with it. Even if that means extending the adventure out a little bit. Also, we want to know exactly what works in terms of keeping you guys interested in a very specific chapter. So please, feel free to let us know in the Discord. There's always links in the description. Or you can tweet at us, at Ret-Con-Artists TV, all one word. Or you can use the hashtag Ret-Con-Artists on Twitter, and you can find us that way. We love all the input you guys have been doing so far, and we really appreciate each and every one of you coming by, watching, and hanging out with us during the live episodes, as well as listening to the podcast and watching the YouTube versions. Thanks again for being with us, you guys. Let's jump back into it. Okay, we are here. We're just waiting on Alex, but that's okay, because he has turned his camera once again. God damn it. Well, thanks again, everyone, for sticking around. We're back. That break did take a couple of minutes there. We would like to, again, tell everybody that we plan on doing another talking, or like an after hours talking podcast after the end of this story arc. So if you have any questions for us, please feel free to send them to us either individually on Discord or in the Discord. You could do it in general chat, but we should actually, you know what, we should make a general questions channel too. So yeah, you could do that, or you could tweet at us. In every description in our YouTube, in our podcast, and in stream, you can get the podcast link, or the Discord link, or the YouTube link. I'm gonna see if it actually works this time. Bap. It's not working again. Salamabits. That's okay.
That's why I wanted to make bot log.
There we go.
Not
let me see here.
But I mean, what kind of questions would people want to ask?
I don't know. That's the thing. Maybe someone has something for a specific character. Maybe someone has something for the entire group to answer. If you go and listen to the other Ret-Con-Artists After Hours, you can hear basically us talking about everything up until this point, roughly. So, yeah. Another way you can do it is you can go on the Twitter and look up at Ret-Con-Artists TV, and you can find us on there. You can tweet at us, or you can use the hashtag Ret-Con-Artists as a part of that, which is also, if you follow the channel and if you use that hashtag on Twitter, we will use your name as an upcoming NPC. I don't know. Am I missing anything else?
I don't know.
We've been playing a lot of other games together recently too, so keep an eye on the Ret-Con YouTube channel. We might post some of that stuff up once it's all parsed down into a bite-sized format for you guys. Playing a lot of Raft recently. A little bit more Resident Evil with Paul and I. Yeah.
This guy is big.
It is. It is. All right. Last we left off, you guys finished up inside the pink room. You retrieved that journal that had the little note in there, and you went out back into the hallway, I believe. So you now have 3 keys. You remember the message that the journal said, and that was, "He surely can't make us all stand up there and turn them all at once, could he? Is he actually that powerful?" That is what the message in the last entry of that journal said. So now, where do you guys want to take this? You have 3 keys.
Well, Taravak's going to suggest that we put what keys we have in the door. Just maybe rest them there for the time being.
Good idea.
Sure. All right. Does it matter what order you're putting them in right now, or are you just kind of putting them in there for safekeeping?
Safekeeping.
Okay.
True.
All right. So you all put the keys into the door. It just, I suppose we'll say it went purple, yellow, red. Or not red, sorry. Purple, yellow, pink. And there you go. So now you have an open red room, an open pink room. Purple and yellow are both open. Blue and green are still locked.
Do we want to go ahead and just clear out the blue and green doors real quick and then look through them?
So before we go ahead and just decide on opening and clearing out these rooms, Vera was telling us that, was it the blue room? you got a pretty nasty vibe from, just like the red one.
That was the red room. But
Yeah.
The red room.
the other two rooms, she also got a weird vibe from.
Similar.
All right. Well, I guess we can get our resident, our evil lock-picking man to pick some locks
Was
for us.
no longer invisible.
Yeah. Hi, Tim. We can see you now. Did you
I
enjoy
prefer
being
things the other way.
invincible?
Which one do you want to open?
Let's go with green for starters.
All right. So you go back to the far right room. Again, I'm going to need a 22 or higher to unlock that. Cat just walks by.
At this time, it's a 9.
All right.
Ooh.
As you're fidgeting with the lock on the door, you hear a small snap from the inside of the lock, and a tiny little piece of brass from the inside of the lock, when you pull your tools out, actually falls out with it. It seems you've broken one of the inner mechanisms of this lock.
At least I didn't break my tools.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to break the door open?
Well, I broke the lock, so
Has to be.
Vera,
good luck.
can you use Eco to acid the door knob away so I don't destroy the door?
It's very weird when Muscles actually has an idea.
And
And that's not a dig, Bjorn. I'm just, it's
Try
it's-
that.
it's
It is
nice to
understandable that you say that.
Is this something else I have to get used to, or no?
No, I think you're good, Arthur. I don't think you really need to get used to this one.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, so I was just talking to her. I don't know if the acid from my spells will actually do much on this door. Unfortunately.
I will smash it then. All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
tackle the door.
Sure. Yeah. Roll to hit, I suppose. Are you using just your shoulder? Roll me
I'm
a s-
gonna.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm gonna do what I did the one door shield to bash into the door.
Okay.
So I don't hurt myself.
Okay.
That was a 15 plus 4, so a 19.
Is that a strength check? I take it.
I figure it's a strength
Yeah.
check since I'm
Yeah.
trying to
All right.
brute force my way in.
Yeah, roll me damage, please. I guess what would that be as a smash? Would that be like 1d6 probably plus your strength? Let's do that.
9.
9? All right. You go barreling into this door, and the latch near the door handle in the lock just splinters away, and you go flying into this room, landing basically right at the feet of two humanoid figures that are created out of, again, some random desk parts, and one of them has a clock face for a face.
I like your face.
And
Be
they are
our guest. Be our guest.
looking down on you, so roll initiative.
See my vest? See my vest?
Oh,
Make a real gorilla chest?
13.
Okay.
8.
4.
14.
Busy cat. Come here. Come
Bjorn,
on.
you got 13.
Yeah.
Come
Vera?
on.
4.
Here.
Okay, Vera and Arthur contest.
She can go first.
In 5e rules, we just get
Hmm. Say
like
again.
in 5e rules for initiative, the players just get to decide every round.
Sure. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Even if we roll, I'll just like Auto fail. I mean, go ahead.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So Vera's going first before Arthur. Is that what that was?
Sure.
Yes. Arthur likes to plan.
Okay. First up is Zombie 1, and it's gonna go after Bjorn and reach down and try and basically smash down on top of you. It does not work. Again, you feel like a very gentle wet slap on top of your head. And then the other one's going to try and do the same and basically body slam down onto you, and you just feel like a slight weight land on you. And it is now Tim's turn. You have zombies basically like on top of your shoulders as you're laying there. Bjorn does. Sorry, Tim, you're up.
Yeah. Tim will just angle himself at the door, same way he did before. And
Okay.
Is there like one on each shoulder?
Basically, yeah, on either side.
Yeah, he'll go for the one on the left shoulder.
Okay.
Gonna smoke it.
With a fear bowl. And what is that to hit?
22.
That 100,010 per 450% hits. Make the
You do
that what you
much more damage than normal.
Yes, roll damage, please.
Well, I had my D10 up there already, and it rolled at the same time as my 18, so that's a 10 plus 4.
All right. Your fireball smokes this zomb squarely in the top of the head as it's like scrambling on top of Bjorn. And it basically singes the hair completely off of what's remaining of its head. You hit the clock face guy, and you hear a slight bring. It's clearly an alarm clock that this guy's face is made out of as your fireball smokes it on top of the head. Next up is Bjorn's turn. You have one zombie now still leaning on you. The other one kind of leaned back a little bit when it got hit. Your movement is going to be halved in order to get up.
Is anyone in the room with me?
No, but there are
I'm gonna
people
thunder
standing at
wave.
the door. All right.
I'm gonna thunder wave.
Is anyone still at the door? Tim?
Tim like shot the fireball and like ducked back.
All right. I'll let it happen. Thunder wave it is.
Haha.
How many spell slots do people have left?
I haven't been using any spells, so now I've
All of them?
used 2. I've only used
Yeah.
2.
I have
Sweet.
one level 2 and the rest of my level 1s.
Nice.
Well, all of my
Yeah,
level.
this one's just gonna be a level 1. I want to just have them fuck off. Get away from me.
Sounds good. All right.
Let me double check what I've got left.
I mean,
I've only
it's
got one left.
Okay. And that is a dex save, I believe you said before?
No, Constitution.
Constitution, okay. Of 14 or higher, I believe. Zombie 2, non-clock phase zombie, is going to resist that. And clock phase zombie is also going to resist that. So I believe
Well-
they take half damage and they do not get swept back, right?
Yeah. Well, that was an 8 and a 6, so
So 7 damage.
14. Yeah.
Okay.
7
you each
damage
take
to both
7
of them.
damage. All right, clock face with another bring gets hit pretty hard. He does stay in spot though. He just looks extremely stunned, as much stunned as a zombie can look. And the other one,
Can I stand?
yeah, you can stand. I'll let that happen. He's not like on top of you. He's just kind of like leaning down on you. So you can use half your movement to stand up if you want. You still have 15 movement.
Cool.
Cool. So
I'll
you just
stand up and I just did it and stood up.
cool.
Just like, hey guys, what's up?
Sweet. All right. Next up is Tardarvok.
Tarvok! So what do I see if I'm peering into the room?
You see Bjorn standing in front of 2 zomboids. One of them, they're both actually kind of down on their hands and knees, the 2 zomboids. And one of them looks pretty stunned on the left-hand side, and the other one looks like it's ready to attack again.
Mm.
And both have taken damage at this point, haven't they?
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to target the one that's ready to attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get in position, and
Okay.
since we know that drawing an arrow doesn't cost a turn anymore,
Sure.
I'm going to line up a shot and let him have it.
Do it.
So I'm going to aim for the most visible shoulder, be it his left or right.
Yeah, it would be its left.
Trying to throw it off balance. So,
Okay.
so my to hit is +7. I rolled an 18, so that is
that
25.
hits. Yeah, 100%.
I'm getting decent rolls today for once, except for that one I rolled earlier.
Yeah, and zombies aren't the hardest thing to hit. I'll say that much.
True. So 4 + 3 is 7. Then Colossus Slayer is another 3, so I hit it for 10.
Damn. All right. This zombie does actually get thrown back a little bit, and they're both knocked back off balance, kind of on their knees, leaning backwards a little bit. Next up, it's Vera's turn.
All right, I'm gonna use Acid Splash, which I can hit 2 things that are within 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
Are they next to each other?
Everything in that room is within 5 feet of each other. Bjorn is basically
that's fine.
standing right in the middle of the two of them.
Well, then I'll just grab both
Hey, buddy.
slimes and squeeze and shoot little
Is
acids
that
at
acid
them.
splash still, or is it?
Yeah, it's still Acid Splash. It just does 2. I'm just targeting 2 things instead of 1, because you can target 1 or 2 things.
But anything within 5 feet of it gets hit still, right?
No. You can target 2 things that are within 5 feet of each
Okay,
other.
cool, awesome. All right, sweet. Yeah,
And that's
roll
a
hit.
yeah. It's an automatic hit again, but
Okay,
they have to.
and they resist Constitution,
Dex.
I'm guessing, or Dex. Sorry.
Yeah.
Clock
14.
face does not resist, and other dude does not resist. Go ahead and roll me some damage
6 damage.
on each of them. Correct.
Yep.
They once again, like Big Ogre, just melt into piles of goo onto the ground. Good job. All right, you are all out of combat.
He was
once
getting
again.
all the killing blows.
Just coming in last second every time. All right, you are now standing. You all see this puddle of zomb goo in the room, and you are standing in what appears to be just a simple office, similar to the ones at the front. However, they don't have the barred windows.
You're just gonna after doing that, just gonna cuddle the slimes a little bit and be like, "You guys are doing so great."
Okay.
All right, what's in this room?
All the things.
So as you look around, you're in a very simply appointed, seems to be an office room. There is, again, a small opened and emptied filing cabinet in one of the corners. No real boxes of junk like in the first purple room or the pink room. It looks like there may have been bookshelves in here at one point. But what really stands out in this room is that there is a very large desk tipped over against the wall on the left side. And then some other random chairs and old pots and whatnot just piled up against this desk.
I guess I'm gonna move the desk.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Well,
16.
before I do that, can I knock on the wall? I want to
Yeah,
see
sure.
if it's hollow.
Sure, yeah. Knock on the wall,
See
roll
if
me a
there's-
perception check.
18.
Yeah,
Nice.
so you're knocking on the wall near the furniture?
Yeah, it says that the couch is leaned up against the
Yeah,
wall,
okay.
right?
I wasn't sure which wall
Yeah.
you meant, but yeah, okay. You kind of thump your fist against the wall, and as you move closer towards where the furniture is, it definitely sounds different. You hear a dum dum dum.
I think the wall is hollow.
Hmm.
There might be things inside. Should I move the furniture now, or should we go to the other room first?
Well, there could be a key.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna
Wedding
start.
room or a dark cave.
Wind in a dark cave. Okay, so I will go ahead and just start moving everything.
Okay.
To get this wall open, I guess.
All right, you pull back the desk. Nothing moves. Nothing jumps out at you.
Good.
However, you do hear a light metallic clang as you pull away the desk, and it seems like the key that you're looking for actually was in this pile of rubble. You pull away the pile of rubble, and it finally clatters down to the ground, and you hear the metallic ringing as it smacks the ground, and you look down and you see a blue triangular key.
Woohoo. Nice.
And then behind all the furniture, you just see a wall.
But it's hollow, this wall.
Well, you know what you do
made
with
it.
a hollow wall.
Time to hit it.
Break off a hammer.
Gonna hit the wall now.
All right, roll to
Stop.
hit.
Stop.
Wait, you stop?
Hammer time.
Oh.
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
I was like,
Fuck's
stop.
sakes.
Yes, Tim, can you open hollow walls too? All right.
Oh, man.
18 plus I'm hitting with my hammer, so that's 18 plus 6.
You definitely hit. Roll me some damage.
Smack.
Successfully hit the non-moving wall.
Well, I don't know if it's a strength check or just a hit it check.
Yes.
7 plus 4.
Sure. You smash a very large hole through this very flimsy wall, and all the dust falls down, and you can see from the light of your helmet kind of beaming in through this big hole that you've left. You see a cluster of about 6 or it looks like maybe 7 skeletons on the inside of a very small room.
Ooh.
And it appears to be almost like a storage room underneath a staircase, because when you look to the left, you actually see like a stone sloping ceiling going up. And from kind of triangulation and extrapolation, you determine that this wall that you just smashed through shares the same line of where that big brass door would be. So it seems that whatever is behind that brass door is a staircase, potentially. You see just a bunch of skeletons. As you poke your head in further, you scan around and you see they're not all the same size. There's 3 of them that are actually a lot smaller than the other 3, and they're all huddled up, and all the small ones are actually huddled in an embrace of each of the large ones. They seem to have been hiding in this space.
Dark.
Oh, that's unnerving.
Talk
There's
about having
something in this
skeletons in a
room.
closet.
Nothing else except for the fact that you can tell that the wall that you just smashed through was actually a hidden door, and there is a handle on the inside. You could pop it open if you want.
I'm gonna pop it open. I'm gonna see if there's any way to get, like, because it's like this, and then there's the wall, right?
So yeah,
like this is the slope, and then there's a wall on the other side. Can I knock on that to see if that's hollow too?
When you walk into this room, actually, so all the skeletons are on the far end wall. It's only like a little 5x10 room. On your left, as you walk in, is where that slope kind of goes down and away from you. On the right is just an ordinary wall. And then at the back, it's again an ordinary stone wall. And you knock on all of it, and it all seems like solid stone.
Cool. And nothing is on these poor creatures. They're all just dead. It's just a hidey hole.
Yeah, just their clothing, very simple clothing. Kind of morbidly, you can tell that the small figures were children at one point from the clothing.
Can I figure out how they died?
Yeah, if you want to roll an investigation check.
Probably
8.
Suffocation.
8.
We'll soon find out, Arthur. Tim, I'm Arthur.
You said 8.
Still concussed.
You inspecting these skeletons, you don't see any like tool marks.
Would I be able to use a medicine check to see if I could see it, or that's like a healing, right?
She just gets down stethoscope.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, like, because
Yeah,
if
sure.
it's because it'd be like how they died. It'd be like
Sure,
if that
yeah,
I could see
I'll
like
allow
broken ribs
Yeah, no.
or whatever.
Go ahead.
Okay, 18.
A belated autopsy.
Again, like Arthur saw, there was no real damage to the bones or the bodies. From what you can tell, there's no rips or tears in the clothing. It's just all kind of moth-eaten and decayed. The room wasn't completely sealed. There was definitely air able to flow through there. So from what you can tell, they all starved to death. Or of dehydration of sorts.
The wee ones ate the big one.
Survival of the fittest, I suppose.
No, Timmy, it's okay. You can eat my toes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this depressing room.
Okay.
Oh.
Sub Yarn, what you
Alright.
find in there?
Dead people.
Oh, well, that kind of makes
Eminem's
sense.
next new hit.
Who's Eminem? Nothing important. Let's go to the next room.
All right. So we found a key, though, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Aye,
Now we have 4 keys.
Yep. You have
All
blue,
right. Well,
pink.
let's do our best and open that last door then.
All right. So you all.
The blue key we can just put into the door, so we can actually
The
get
door
ready
is
this
not
time.
dorky. Thank you. I appreciate you not calling my plans dorky. Sorry.
He says while playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That was a little pun. It was terrible. All right.
Nerd.
Yeah, you scuttle over to the blue door and you stick your key in. And are you doing this the same way you've done it before? I'm gonna ask you that much.
Like,
Are we ready? Can I just go? I don't want to be sucky anymore. I just want to hit.
All right.
Yeah, we all-
You open this door. And,
I got the arrow ready.
All right.
This time, I'm not going to be in the way. I'm just going to open the door for everyone. And if they get past me, I'll smash them.
All right. You unlock this door and swing it open and kind of step back a little bit. And as the door swings open and the dust kind of settles a little bit and you peer the little helmet light in there, everyone can kind of see. Again, a very simple office type room. This one is pretty well completely empty, actually. And you
There was
see,
nothing in there.
You see a single zomboid down on its like hands and knees, like scraping around at the edges of the room, and it's missing a leg, and it's just not having a good time.
Who wants to do the mercy kill?
Tim will just kind of poke his head in before anybody does anything. Did you lose something?
And the zombie, like, with its ass to you, kind of looks back over its shoulder, and you look, and it's, like, missing an eye, and its jaw is completely gone, and it just kind of goes as it turns towards you. And it starts to try and get up, but it doesn't have its legs, so it just kind of flops back over and starts crawling towards
Could I
the door.
possibly give you a hand? Or a leg?
And it's
Do I see a
it's
leg
just
anywhere?
like crawling towards you, and as you notice that its arm is actually like the leg to a very ornate table, it's just like and then the next arm kind of lets it crawl towards you.
This is sickening.
Do you mind shooting that, please?
Yeah, with all... Yeah.
with all yeah.
All right, roll the hit.
We're all
Fireball
just
it.
kind of just looking at it like,
Yeah. Just
how many of these
pity.
things are there?
I don't
It's
even
like,
want to
goddamn.
shoot it. I just feel bad for it.
I know. So I guess we'll just have Tim fireball it to death since it doesn't look like it's going to give us much resistance.
It probably won't.
Probably.
24, 18 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
And it hit for 8.
All right, that actually does destroy the remaining life from this thing. It was basically something seemed to lash out at it or something. I don't know what happened here, but you can tell that the damage done to it.
Well, I sure hope you know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I do. Sorry. I'm just saying, like, I can't say exactly what happened to it. However, when you kill this thing and you inspect it, you do notice that the leg was, like, violently removed. It wasn't just, like, something that fell off. It was violently removed from this thing. Maybe out of anger, maybe out of an attack or sorts. You're not sure. But yeah, you now have Dead Zomb in single blue room with pretty much nothing in there.
I'm not comfortable going in this one.
I'm going inside.
Okay.
I was going to say, this is what we've got Bjarn for.
I'm
Right.
never creeped out. It's fine. gonna go inside and be like, all right, what's in here? Knock on walls, I guess.
All right, roll me a perception check.
17 plus 5.
Yep. You basically in the same wall that would have been in the room opposite of you, towards the other side of where that brass door would be. Again, you hear a hollow thump.
Do you mind if I hit this?
I guess not. I think it might be our best bet. But based on what we could tell from the body, maybe hit it and take a few steps back?
Should I hit it, take a few steps back, and you be ready to shoot it?
I think that might be for the best, just to be safe.
Okay, everyone get ready. I'm gonna smack it.
I'll ready a splash.
Okay.
17 plus 4.
It hits. Roll me some damage.
Three plus 4, so 7.
Sure. You smash another hole through this wall. It doesn't quite make as big of a hole, but you're able to reach in and pop the lock or the latch in the hidden door behind.
Pop the lock?
Fuck.
Ooh, excuse me.
And as you swing this, are you going in or are you looking in? What do you want to do first?
I'm gonna swing it open and
All right.
take a step back like we planned.
You swing this door open, and there's no bodies in here. This seems to have been a hidden storage place. And it seems like what is in here was hastily tossed in by God knows who in some sort of a panic to get something valuable in there, because it seems like these items are very high quality that you see on the ground. First and foremost, however, you see a red key basically just underneath where the door jamb would have been. So maybe that's what that zombie was looking for.
Well, now we have a red key, so I'll pick that up.
And you find what appears to be a potion of healing on the ground.
That's mine.
You
That's
also
mine.
find a very interesting looking lyre, which is a bardic instrument. What else? You also find a single arrow on the ground.
Hey, Tarbok, I found your arrow.
Does it look funny?
Do you know, I haven't shot an arrow in this room yet, but I'll take it from you.
A very interesting hat that you can't even quite tell what style of hat it is. It seems to, like, every time you try and narrow down what it is, it a fedora? Is it a top hat? Is it a poor boy hat? What is this? Every time you try and figure out what it is, it seems to change a little bit.
A hat of hats.
And then you also find a scroll on the ground as well. Those are the items that you find inside, just kind of haphazardly tossed in there as if someone just threw them in for safekeeping in a rush.
Vera will reach for the scroll and be like, "Ooh, may I?"
Go ahead.
Yes, and I'll pick it up and just scan it real quick.
Sure. You can tell that this is a scroll of one use. Clearly, it's a scroll, and it will cast mage armor.
Ah, cool. And the hat?
There's a hat, an arrow, and a instrument of some sort. And a key. We're missing one key. Agreed. We're missing a green key.
From the hat, I will also say, because I'm guessing you're inspecting it, you can sense an illusion type magic coming from it.
I'll put the hat on.
And as soon as you put the hat on, you look to be you almost resemble what's his name? Hold on.
Darius?
No. You almost there it is. Sorry, you almost take on the appearance almost like a Dick Van Dyke-esque character from Mary Poppins.
Okay.
And it just completely changes your appearance.
What about the voice? Is it still Vera's voice?
It is still Vera's voice.
That's entertaining.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
All right. So in total, there was the hat, the arrow, the scroll, the leer, and the potion that you recognize as potentially a potion of healing.
Great. Anything else in the room, or it's just that?
It's that plus the key. Everything else is just cobwebs and dust.
Hmm.
Can I inspect the arrow to see if anything's weird about it?
All right. How describe that to me?
I throw the arrow at Tarbok, like tossed, not
Sure.
like, but like.
So I catch it. I mean, I'm just looking it over, and I'm going over the fine points. I mean, I'm going over the fletch. I'm looking at the tip. I'm just looking at the shaft of the arrow to see if anything is yeah, I know, out of the ordinary of
He's
this
used
thing.
to examining shafts.
And tips.
You do see who
Sorry.
I hang out with all the time, right?
Max?
Yeah, boy.
All right. And,
All
all
right.
right. Yeah. So you look over this arrow, and it's just a very finely crafted arrow. There's nothing really extraordinary about it. But yeah, it really just you start to look over it. It's very straight. It's very nicely fletched with red and green plumage on the back of it. A simple steel tip on it, and you go to bend it, and you're like, ooh, like it's got some nice flex to it. And as you continue to bend it to test it out, you just keep going, and it doesn't even creak.
Well, this is a very weird type of wood used. I just put it in my quiver. Let's save that one for something special.
Yeah, if you would have bent one of your own arrows to that point you just did, it would have easily snapped in half.
I probably would be paying. Vera's probably paying attention, and he's like, Tarbok, if you'd like, I could determine the arcane properties of that arrow. It seems to be magic in some way.
Sure, I can do that for you, or let you see it at the very least. There you go.
And I'll take it and I'll ritual cast Identify, which, takes a little bit of time.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Then there's the last item, which is just the leer, which is like a type of lute.
Oh, and I take the
Arthur
hat
will
off. Like, oh,
pick up the leer.
Okay. Stand by 1 second here. I need to go back. And as you pick up this leer, you do want to play it, but not for the fact of just testing it. You feel like you could play absolutely anything on this instrument and not make a mistake.
Immediately starts playing Thunderstruck.
A song
Yeah,
that you've
I
never
was gonna
heard
go with the
before.
Queen song, but yeah, Thunderstruck also works.
and this string just starts playing from this lyre, and you're like, I have never heard this song before. Did I just write this? This is amazing. And you just hear like, and you're like, oh, I think this is your song.
It's very catchy. Good job, Arthur.
And you don't know where it
Just
came
keeps
from.
playing.
But yeah, you see
Percussion from out of nowhere. Doom.
He's doing the drum percussion sounds on the lute somehow. or
You
leer.
do feel as though any song that is requested of you, you would be able to play on this fine instrument.
interesting.
Okay, we're still missing a key.
Are you? There you are.
Yeah. We need green.
All right. Well, you all have your items, and you're all in the blue room. You have the blue, red, pink, yellow, and purple keys. I feel like there's something that you guys just may have looked over at some point. Maybe not this session.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't this session, then we won't remember.
Nope. Oh, we go outside and check for the sunset.
You are in a cave.
Damn. That's what we did last time, so I thought that would work.
That's our only idea.
That's all I got. Arthur
Well,
actually
guys,
puts the
the
lid
sun's
back
not
down,
out.
though. He kind of sets it down. He just kind of like leaves it there.
Okay.
I'm casting a.
Right. You know what? I'll say that the time has passed.
I'm going to go and smash the fountains.
Of course.
I don't know
first,
what else
I will
to
say,
do.
I will say, Vera can sense that there is some sort of a protection magic on this arrow that seems to be protecting it from any damage.
Hoo-hoo.
Oh, identify as. I know the exact properties.
Okay. Well, you can tell that this arrow is enchanted with an indestructibility spell.
Okay.
That's,
hand it back.
Basically, what I was getting at.
Like
that's
Yeah,
good to know. I mean, I
figured.
can just work on with this. I mean, this is kind of fun.
yeah.
Maybe
I
you
just
should
wanted
let
to
me
make sure.
try to destroy it, Tarlock.
No, that's okay. I mean, I trust Vera, but you're freakishly strong when it comes to breaking things.
I'm very determined.
It
All
shouldn't
right.
break.
Are you actually wanting to go smash the fountains?
No, but I will if I don't know what else to do.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys think about it. So let's
I'll
rewind.
like investigate the fountains because that seems to be the only thing left that we haven't really done.
Okay.
So I'll just like.
Well, now
look
that we have
over-
all the rooms open, let's just throw 3 people on top of the fountain and then run around and
Wait,
see.
if we have all the rooms open, and we only have 4 keys, and there's one in
We
the
have
door,
5.
and there's one in the door.
And there was a room
Mm.
already open when you guys came in.
Yeah, we have a purple, red, pink, yellow, and blue key. We need a green key.
We found the yellow key in the pink room. The red key. Wait, I don't remember the rest.
You found the. You found the.
Let's go into the room that was already open. While
we
we're
did.
going, let's just investigate the fountains just to be safe.
Sure. I'm not going to make you guys roll for that. The fountains, again, they've been long since dried up. The floor actually as well is now dry when you guys come back through. They seem to be very simple fountains, just a single pond at the bottom with the pillar that goes up through the middle that you guys all stood on initially. There's nothing else that really stands about them. There's really nothing inside them either. They're just completely drained.
Can I, if I like pull it down, does it?
No, it doesn't have
tiny.
enough weight to ka-chunk.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the ceiling.
It is a very nicely painted, ornate ceiling. It seems to have just like foliage and like a very beautiful scene of the sky above, and then kind of like on a field on a hill you can also see a male figure actually on the hill holding a small girl and with his arm around a fully grown woman, and you actually recognize the figure as one of the Dariuses.
Ah,
It's the first time anyone's ever
Interesting.
looked up.
yeah.
That's how people die.
All right. So you said you were going to go back through the fountains to the first room?
Yeah.
All right. You walk into the
I'm
first
following
room,
Tarlock.
and again, there's nothing in there but the box of junk in the corner.
I'm going to throw the box of junk on the ground.
Okay. You throw the box, and the old dried out
Well-
wood seems to shatter, and all the contents
The
spill
very
out.
distinct.
Link much? And all the items scatter out on the ground, some random bits of faded parchment, and a couple of quills, a couple of other small desktop items smashed to the ground. And also a small green triangular key falls to the
I'm
ground.
going to pick up this key and I'm going to throw it.
No, Biara, don't throw the key. We kind of need that one now, don't we?
I'm going to hand the key to Tarbok, and then I'm just going to go sit down.
So this entire time we're picking locks, we're smashing doors. The bloody key was just in a box.
Yup.
So I gotta tell you, Arthur, are we supposed to like submit reports to the maintenance department? Because if we do, I'm omitting this. We found this first. I'm already writing this.
Arthur's like, I suppose we should leave this part out.
See, this is why I like you an awful lot. All right, let's maybe open a door, I guess.
I have to open it all at the same. We have to chunk the keys at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, it's not a lot of work. I mean, we're not very coordinated.
6 keys, 2 hands per person. This can't be that hard.
You say that.
You know what? I'm just gonna shut up.
Okay. All right.
I'm pretty
so
sure that
are you all going
We're
to the
gonna
door?
we're gonna stick the keys in, and we're gonna try to turn them at the same time.
Vera, can you? You're. I'm sorry. Your two little now purple blobs that are melded together.
Oh, well, they're red and blue now.
Oh, well, okay, they're separated. Whatever.
Yeah.
Could you maybe, in any way, shape, or form, are you able to kind of extend them into multiple hands? Can you make them do this for us?
I can only make Ika turn into one hand, and it.
But
it's
it
like
can be
mage.
big, right? Like if he slaps it in a giant one, and all the keys are in there, and he turns his hand.
Maybe.
I think we should try it.
Okay.
I'll try it. I've never tried it before.
This will be a fun day for everybody. And if it doesn't work, then we'll go
Do
with
it the right way.
we'll do it Tim's way, where we all have to try and coordinate. And I mean, he could spearhead the idea. He seems to think we're all, good with coordination.
Oh, I did not say that.
Listen, you only ever talk every now and then and you're invisible half the time.
That doesn't mean you can put words in my mouth.
So normally,
I got nothing.
Normally, Mage Hand
Can manipulate one thing at a time.
is like just a sort of like small hand. It's not that big.
So I'm gonna
So,
say
like-
that the slimes probably try.
Yeah, I'll hold it up and like do what I did before, but like
Sure.
Eco can't stretch more than like a little bit bigger than my own hand.
Which is very small, because I imagine her to be really dainty.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, sorry, it's just there's not enough space.
Yeah.
There's not enough
But
ego
you-
to do it, I guess.
I think what you discover though, Vera, is that you could have Eco manipulate one of the keys potentially.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you try
Well, I
to
can
do so, you notice that. Okay, I'm gonna say just for now, you guys have put all 6 keys in. When you try to turn them, nothing seems to turn.
I'm gonna put them in this order from left to right:
Okay.
pink, red, blue, green, yellow.
Well, the purple one is the first one that's locked in there right now.
So switch
Is it on the very right?
It is on the very left.
Oh, it's on the very left. Okay, then the opposite then.
Okay, so you're gonna go
So,
purple,
yellow,
yellow, green, blue, red, pink.
Green, blue, red, pink. Yeah.
Again, you put them all in, they all fit, but nothing is budging when you try to turn any
We
of
have
them.
to be on the fountains, I suppose.
Okay,
Well, then we
so
want-
3 of us needs to be on the fountain, and there
Right, well,
is
Then, okay.
2 of
so
us.
let's- All right, fine. All right. Tim, since you're light, you, Vera, and Eco will have to turn the keys. Well,
Oh,
We-
yeah, okay, that makes
we-
sense.
with us
like
heavy
rereading
ones.
the notebook.
and they're gonna be sitting on the fountains.
Arthur starts dragging out furniture and bodies to set on top of the pillars of the fountains.
Yep, that makes sense.
He throws like a skeleton body on top of one. If it doesn't move, he goes and gets another skeleton, throws it up there.
Yep.
Then he finds the couch. He just throws it up there if he can. And keeps going until it just goes click.
Yep.
Then he's like, all right.
Over the course of the entire argument, Arthur in the back dragging furniture.
Yeah, Arthur was actually sitting on a one of the fountains, the pink purple one, the whole time, just kind of like watching everybody. Just kind of like, oh yeah, I got it. Got away and started gathering stuff.
There you go. All right, so all 3 fountains have clicked now.
And then
Now can we shift the keys over?
And L, at the same time, you all try and get your hand on one of the keys, and Eco grabs a key, and you turn them all actually, you notice the purple one can turn back now as well.
Oh.
And then you turn them all at once, and with a very large ka-chunk, the door slowly swings open. And that's where we're going to leave it at this point.
We have solved one session, one puzzle.
Our greatest nemesis, the door.
The fucking
Defeated.
Damn doors.
Yes. All right. Good job,
Always get in
everybody.
our way.
We will see you all again next Tuesday. Once again, thank you guys for joining us. Again, talk to us through Twitter, Discord. We love to talk with you guys. We love to banter back and forth. Tell us ideas if you have any. And we can't wait to see you all again. Anybody have anything?
Preferably non-door related ideas.
Rice?
No.
We like the archways
Yes.
better.
Archways are fun. I guess maybe the weekend, Ken and I have a drinking stream. We're probably going to beat Claire's scenario this weekend if you're up for it, Ken.
Potentially. I will let you know.
And I know that after discussing with Ruthie on one of the breaks that she is very close to beating Leon's campaign. So if she's streaming, you should watch her.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I
Super
know
fun.
at least Alex and Max play Tarkov. So, or not Tarkov.
Yeah.
No, Tarkov. I'm
Yeah,
Tarkov.
Tarkov, Raft, Prison
Tarkov.
Architect, the Kingdom Come Deliverance, all those kinds of things.
So watch them play games. I'm just kind of chilling out for everybody at this point. I don't know what Josh does. Just Josh. I know Josh plays like games with us.
Yeah. I should start streaming again. It's been a long time.
I'm
Look out
debating.
for Josh amongst all the cool things.
Yeah, I'll be around.
And I'm just here chilling.
Chilling like a villain. I think, and I think we got potentially another after hours talk coming up soon. So keep an eye open for that. So.
Hell yeah.
All right. See you guys next time.
Spectacular.
Thanks
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Ret-Con-Artists.
Thanks again for joining the Ret-Con Artists. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Take care.